Welcome to Fellowship Outdoors 2021-2022, where me, Brian Scott, and Nick Nodae get to share the great outdoors and God's great creation with you. Something I've wanted to do since I was a kid. Nick got me started doing this last year. He's been doing it for a long time, and I am super excited to get to show some great hunts with y'all. We got hog hunts with bows, hog hunts with guns, we got deer hunts, we got turkey hunts. Super excited this year. Can't wait to share all the stuff God's blessed us with this year, all the meat God's blessed us to put in the freezer for our families. So stay tuned to Fellowship Outdoors, and we'll see you out there. Well, welcome back to Fellowship Outdoors. This first week is my first hunt on video, so the footage isn't the best. I learned a lot. The first few ones are a little rough, but we'll get through those. But we're shooting a dart and bow that my good friend Randy Kitts now owns. I'm shooting a dart and bow with black eagle arrows, and the first one's this sweet looking brown pig that came in. It's a big sow, so it's pretty exciting. So stay tuned, and let's see what happens if we can't get that pig on the ground. Wow. It's Friday afternoon, and I brought my dad. It's Pastor Chris with us hunting. This is his first time ever hunting. We're out here on hog patrol again. So I dropped him off. I got my dad with me. So I dropped him off. So now you can tell I'm out of breath. Did a lot of walking and meeting people in the stands. If I get one, not that big a deal. I'm really hoping and praying that the God blesses the breed of Chris, allows him to get one. That's really what I'm hoping for him and his son. That's some special time that I never forget with my dad, so you know how important that time is. I'm about to sneak in and get in the stand. And maybe we'll get one with the bow, but hopefully I'll just show some video of us recovering the ones they killed. Well, welcome back to Fellowship Outdoors. I just got in the stand. Thought I wasn't gonna make it. Me and my dad did a fundraiser event this morning. Pastor Chris and his son. His son's never been hunting. We brought him out here to do some hog hunting because since y'all already know we're trying to do hog patrol here on the property. So I got fingers crossed and Lord willing that they'll get on one. I remember this first trip so much with my dad and how important fun that was. So I dropped my dad off in a stand where some decent big sun as well. It's a nice little breeze, good wind direction. We have feeders that go off at 6, so in about another 20 minutes the feeders should go off. If everybody was successful, that'd be great. Y'all stay tuned to Fellowship Outdoors, and hopefully we have some big excitement in just a little while. The feeders all just went off, so hopefully soon we hear Pastor Chris and his son shoot. I'm just so excited for them. It's a little breezy, but I think we'll be alright. Well, here we are at Fellowship Outdoors, and we just got one on the ground. Got a big old pig. I think it's a boar hog. Not 100%. It clipped the bottom of its spine, and it dropped like a sack of, it dropped right there. So, not my best shot. Got a little high again. I wonder if the bow maybe a little off. I don't know. Felt like a good shot. Shot a little high. but it's laying right underneath the feeder. Done. Hopefully Pastor Chris and his son shoot. I hadn't heard gunshots yet, but I'm next to the highway. If you can tell, you probably can hear the cars drive by, so I can't hear as good. We'll get down, go take a look at it. Stay tuned to Fellowship Outdoors. Well, here we are again with Fellowship Outdoors. You can see we got our pig. Made a pretty good shot on it. For some reason it clipped just the right part of the spine, and he dropped right there in its track, so we didn't have to track it. It's got a pretty cool looking face. Got some tan and white in his face. Couldn't be more happy with the dart and bow. It's 2 for 2 now. The Black Eagle Airs, of course, shot great shooting the rampages with a 100 grain rage. And you can see right here, I mean, it blew a big hole. So couldn't be more happy with that combination and the bow and everything. I want to thank my Lord and Savior most of all for giving me the opportunity to come out here and hunt. And not only hunt, but to be successful, get to film it, get to shoot it with my bow. He's just blessed me in so many ways that we don't have time to sit here and talk about, but I just can't thank him enough for what he's done for me in my life and my family. Thank my family for supporting me through all this. Thank great sponsors like Black Eagle and Dart and Archery. So couldn't be more happy. And thanks again for watching us, liking us, and supporting us. And we'll see you next time here at Fellowship Outdoors. Well, we just got one on the ground, big old boar hog, real pretty white face one. I'm about to go in there, get him on the back of the side by side. Hadn't heard Pastor Chris or my dad shooting yet. Still early a little bit. Get in here, get it loaded up, and then wait. Hopefully somebody else will get a shot on one this afternoon. So stay tuned to Fellowship Outdoors.
Well, we made the stand. Didn't spook nothing off. Feeders are going off soon. Super excited. Got 2 good salesmen coming in this camera. So we're hoping one of them will come in, get a good shot. Get a couple quick yardages real quick, making sure that all of our numbers are good. I can't recommend to you enough if you're a new bow hunter is to try to get you a good rangefinder. You know, I personally really like the SIG, but there's plenty of good companies out there. But it makes a big difference knowing your yardage instead of guessing. You put a good rangefinder with a good bow like this dart and these Black Eagle arrows, and I'm telling you, as long as the knucklehead behind the bow does what he's supposed to do, one will hit the ground for sure. God has blessed me in so many ways in my archery career. I mean, my family and everything else. My family supported me. It's like another little chapter God's opened up for me that I just can't be more thankful for. Thankful for great sponsors like Dart and Archery and Black Eagle Airs that have had my back for years. Just phenomenal companies. Mr. Randy Kent's is a phenomenal Christian man that runs these companies. So I am super excited to be able to represent him. So we'll be right back. I think we got some more pigs coming. This is where we were. This is the stand. And we're not going to even go drill this one. She's laying right here.
if you see, those two pigs played cat and mouse with me for a few minutes. It took every time I'd pull the bow back, they'd move, and I didn't want to make a bad angle shot and then run off to that swamp and not be able to find them, because that stand's only about 250 yards from the big bay that we hunt in, and if stuff goes in there, it's almost impossible to find. Finally, it did. I still didn't make the best of shots. It hit just a little high. It just hit just hard enough it clipped the spine, as you can tell, and that pig didn't run nowhere. So it was a perfect blood trail. Didn't have to trail nothing. So that was great. Super exciting. I was 2 for 2 video, and I couldn't be more excited. This next one, we went 3 for 3. The only kicker was you won't see me shooting a dart no more. My back, I got 2 bad discs in my back just from working in a warehouse for so long, and now, almost a year later, my back's still pretty messed up. It doesn't look like I'll be able to shoot a compound. But I kind of think God closed the door to open a door. He kind of closed the door for me shooting a bow and all that. So now he's let me film. I'm going to film hunting shows and kind of share what God's done in my life in that avenue. So like I always tell people, if God closes one door, it hurts. Trust me, it hurts, but he always opens another one. I've been shooting a crossbow. I actually just won my 12th national title shooting a crossbow 3 weeks ago. So like I said, God's closed the door. He's always an open door. You just have to be ready for it. So this next hunt, I'm using my granddaddy's rifle. It's a granddaddy gun he gave me before he passed away. It's a 44 Magnum, no scope, iron sights. Pretty cool. I've killed a deer with it. This was the second time I'd ever hunted with it. And you'll see, it's about to be exciting. The only kicker is all my pre-roll, all the footage besides what was on that camera got crushed on my cell phone inside the warehouse like 3 weeks later. So I don't have a lot of the pre-roll and the ending roll of footage, but it is an exciting hunt. So watch to see what the old 44 Magnum does. Well, here we are again, Fellowship Outdoors, out here doing pig patrol. Pretty excited about this one. I got the news this week with my back being messed up that my bow shooting days got to come to a halt for a little while until my back gets healed up, or see what the doctor says with that. So I decided to take my granddaddy's Old Faithful gun. It was given to me after he passed away. And I killed a 4-point with it right after that, and I haven't really hunted with it. It's been on our mantle. Since then, I thought, you know what, since I can't use my bow, it'd be pretty cool with these archery stands we got set up. It's got iron sights and all that, so it was pretty cool to kill a pig with Granddaddy's rifle. I'm sure he's, you know, he'd be tickled pink to be here and get to see it getting used. So, super excited to get to use that. Praying for my dad. He's in Texas right now at the Nationals. As of this morning, he was sitting in first place, so fingers crossed my dad wins Nationals Day. And I also get a pig with my granddaddy's rifle. So double wins there. See y'all real soon. Well, as you can tell, that 44 Magnum didn't work. If you ever see me hog hunt with a rifle, you'll notice I usually try to hit him right here, front of the shoulder, between the shoulder and the neck, and dropped it right there. That was a really big pig. My buddy's nephew that was with us ended up killing a pig that night. We didn't get it on video or anything, but he did kill a pig that night. So it was a super exciting night. Got plenty of pork chops in the freezer. I'm gonna tell you, it's amazing how much better these pork chops taste than the ones at the grocery store. Even that boar hog, we sliced it up, and I'm gonna tell you, they were absolutely phenomenal fried pork chops. We also take it to a meat processor. We use 2. We use Milk and Honey, and 1 up in South Georgia that we also get sausage made from. So the meat was phenomenal. Like we said, my first year ever filming, we started off with 3. I was 3 for 3. So I'm super excited. We got some more exciting hunts coming. And next week, I go opening morning with my wife. I actually do not hunt opening weekend, and I'm gonna tell you, it is one opening day I will never forget. So I can't wait to see you next week on Fellowship Outdoors, where my wife may pull off 2 animals with 1 shot, and then that afternoon pull off another one. So stay tuned to next week's episode of Fellowship Outdoors. Take somebody hunting, take somebody fishing, get your kids in church, get your kids in the outdoors. It's the best thing for them. We'll see you next week on Fellowship Outdoors.